Hello and welcome back to Out of Her Mind with Kobi Pollock. Whether you've been here since the beginning or this is your very first episode, I'm so grateful that you have found your way here. And this season 4, feels different for me. And it's not because I've suddenly figured life out. I definitely haven't. I'm still in the process of learning that. But it's because I feel clearer than ever about why this podcast exists and who it's for. Out of Her Mind is a space for honest conversations about mindset, motherhood, nervous system healing, and coming home to yourself. It's a place where we can have the honest conversations that matter, the ones that remind us that we're not alone. We can see those reflections of ourselves in other women. There's nothing wrong with us, and that healing doesn't have to be perfect. Over the past few years, I've had the privilege of coaching so many incredible women, facilitating workshops, hosting events, recording podcasts, writing my book, and having thousands of conversations about what it really means to live well as a woman. And one thing keeps showing up. It's that women are exhausted. It's not because we're incapable or we're failing or we're carrying too much. It's because we're carrying everyone else's expectations, everyone else's needs, and everyone else's emotions. Somewhere along the way, it's like we stopped hearing ourselves. And as I sat down before to think about the second half of 2026, today is the 7th of July, 26 as I record this, I kept coming back to one word: depth. Less noise, more meaning, less rushing and more presence, and less performing and more authenticity. I want this season of the podcast to be full of conversations that don't just inspire you for an hour or a day or 15 minutes or whatever you listen to. I want you to be activated to make change happen. These are the conversations that make you think differently, feel differently, and live differently. And this podcast has never been about finding all of the answers. It's about asking better questions. How can we explore what it means to be human, to heal, to grow, to navigate motherhood, careers, relationships, burnout, confidence, purpose, and all those messy seasons in between: matrescence, motherhood, like changing identity, changing jobs, menopause, perimenopause, all of these things. So in this season, you will hear honest conversations with inspiring guests, solo episodes with myself. We're going to have experts about different things, authors, health professionals, and everyday women with deep connecting stories. We're going to be talking about mindset, nervous system, motherhood, burnout, breath work, sound healing, nature connection, slow living, relationships, business, health, and all of those things that shape us into who we are. I want to give you practical tools that you can take into your everyday life. And you'll also hear real stories that remind you that you're not alone, that we heal in the reflections of each other. When one woman can share a vulnerable story about where they're at or what they've been through and how they got through it, we're able to feel seen, heard, and accepted exactly as we are, and a little less alone. This podcast is for the woman who's been holding it all together and feeling fine. You know, that word fine. For the woman who looks like she's coping and quietly underneath wonders where she's gone, who she even is anymore. This is for the woman who wants more calm, more clarity, more confidence, more joy, and more connection in their life. And it's not because we're chasing perfection, because we're ready to come home to ourselves. and know what we truly want in this life and to make it happen. My hope is that every time you press play, you will leave feeling a little bit lighter, a little more hopeful, and a little more seen, heard, accepted, and understood. You will learn practical tools to support your mindset and nervous system, hear stories that allow you to feel seen, and you'll be reminded to trust yourself a little bit more and slow down just that little bit. You don't need fixing. You just need space to reconnect with who you are deep within and that little girl that you've always been. So if you're listening to this, thank you for choosing to spend part of your week with me. It really means so much. Whether you're driving to work, walking the dog, doing the washing, distracting yourself at work, sitting in the school pickup line, or enjoying 5 minutes to yourself. I really appreciate you for being here. This podcast is for you and for the women you know who need it. So please share it with that woman you know is just getting by and might need a little bit of support and to feel seen, heard, and accepted exactly as she is. I'm so excited to dive into season 4 together. And I'd really love to know what it is that you want as well. This is the podcast created for you. So if there's something you're struggling with, if you want to learn about something in particular, you're not sure about how to navigate a season of your life, please reach out to me. Let's talk about it. There is nothing that is off topic on this podcast. I'm here to share it all. I'm here to be vulnerable with you all and share my journey as I grow, I learn, and I step into that best version of myself. And I'd love for you to come with me. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this podcast. Share it with others. Pop it on your stories. Tag me in it. Let's create a movement of getting out of our minds and into our presence, our bodies, and our power. Have the most amazing day.